For decades, the societal contract for the next generation was simple. Work hard, earn a university degree, and a stable, secure career would be waiting on the other side. But today, that promise has severely stalled. Graduates find themselves in a digital Cold War, sending hundreds of applications into an unresponsive void where human feedback is replaced by silence. This friction is extreme in Bangladesh. Millions of youths enter the workforce annually, but the disconnect between their education and the available roles is so wide that nearly half of all graduates remain unemployed. It is a systemic struggle mirrored in South Africa, where female students graduate at higher rates than their male counterparts, yet face a labor market that consistently fails to absorb them. The visible market, the world of public job boards and standard portals, is no longer a functioning bridge. Instead, it has become a severe structural bottleneck. The primary point of friction is a skills gap. While universities focus on theoretical mastery, the modern market demands specific, practical hard skills that most curricula simply do not cover. At the same time, corporations are actively decoupling growth from hiring. In the local telecom sector, Grameenphone's workforce dropped from over 2,800 employees in 2017 to roughly 1,300 in 2024, despite maintaining massive annual revenues. This is a global trend. While their market value hits record highs, companies like Amazon and Meta have cut tens of thousands of roles, and Coca-Cola halved its total employee count over a decade. They are generating more profit with fewer people. For the graduate, this means the public market is a crowded numbers game. Every posting is met with hundreds of thousands of applications, which are then processed by algorithmic filters and influenced by systemic biases. Participating only in this visible pool is a strategy with diminishing returns. With 1.3 million graduates in Bangladesh already classified as underemployed, the odds in the public market are heavily weighted against the individual. To find a different outcome, you have to look towards the hidden market, a parallel ecosystem where the majority of high-tier positions actually exist. In elite sectors like investment banking, hiring rarely happens through a public link. These firms operate in high-stakes environments, where they prioritize vetting and trust over a generic pile of resumes. This chart shows the scale of the unadvertised market. Only 20% of available roles ever reach a public job board. The remaining 80% are filled exclusively through internal channels and direct referrals. Employers use this method to mitigate risk. A referral from a trusted source acts as a pre-vetted filter, allowing the company to bypass the uncertainty of a cold hire. Accessing this space requires mastery of networking, which is distinct from transactional begging. It is about building professional relationships long before you need a favor. One effective method is the informational interview. By asking industry professionals about their challenges and books that shaped them, you build rapport and gather intelligence without the pressure of a formal application. In this local landscape, your career trajectory is determined more by the depth of your professional network than by your academic pedigree. But local networks can only go so far when a country's industries lack the capacity to absorb millions of new graduates. Traditionally, the Bangladesh garment industry has been the primary engine for employment, but it was built for manual labor, not for a new generation of graduates looking for specialized technical roles. This has led to the rise of the global hidden market, a borderless digital economy that allows graduates to bypass local industrial limitations entirely. The currency here is a tradable digital skill. High-demand fields like SEO, web development, and UI/UX design allow graduates to provide value to clients anywhere in the world. Earning in foreign currencies like USD while living in an emerging market creates significant economic leverage, turning a local disadvantage into a global opportunity. Geographical location is no longer the limit on your income, as long as your skills are globally relevant. The modern career has become an entrepreneurial pursuit. Success requires individuals to actively forge their own pathways, rather than waiting for an opening to appear. This begins by moving past the pressure to find a prestigious title and instead aligning your actual strengths with what the market is currently paying for. You must provide undeniable proof of capability. While a resume remains a standard requirement, a digital portfolio substantiates those claims with tangible projects that a document cannot replicate. This requires continuous, self-directed upskilling. Staying relevant means learning the software and techniques that the university curriculum hasn't yet adopted. As you enter the market, avoid underpricing your work out of fear and prioritize your professional communication. For many, language and clarity are the only things standing between them and global opportunities. Finally, build relationships at all levels. Today's junior analyst is tomorrow's hiring manager, and those horizontal connections often provide the most valuable leads over time. A university degree no longer functions as a universal entry ticket. Success depends on your ability to look past visible applications and enter the unadvertised networks where the majority of careers are actually made.